Aidan Kearney, he's a blogger, social media personality who runs the popular website and YouTube channel TB Daily News. Aidan covered this Karen Read trial with a thoroughness that few media outlets even came close to matching, sharing day-to-day developments with his large online audience. He joins us right now. Aidan, thanks for coming on. So you've always made it crystal clear where you stood on this trial, that you strongly felt and feel Karen Read was being set up for John O'Keefe's death. Your reaction to the judge scheduling a trial date next year?
I think it's good for Karen Read that she scheduled it in January instead of October, because that gives the feds more time to do what they need to do, indict. It can only benefit the defense because, I mean, look what's happened since then. Since the trial has ended, Michael Proctor has been suspended without pay, and his two immediate supervisors, Brian Tully and Yuri Buchanan, are both under internal affairs investigation. The longer this goes, the better it is for Karen Read.
To be clear, you say you're saying charges being brought against these troopers?
I mean, there's a federal investigation into the investigation
Correct.
itself. It's unprecedented. The FBI is not going to waste 18 months of their valuable time and resources into an investigation if they don't believe there's smoke there, if they don't believe there's fire behind the smoke. And there's a reason that they gave. I mean, where do you think all these text messages from Michael Proctor came from? They came from the FBI investigation. The FBI knows what we all know, that Karen Read was not hit by a car. She said conspiracy theory before, the stupid conspiracy theory. The stupid conspiracy theory is that the injuries on John O'Keefe's body came from a vehicle. If you look at those injuries on him and said that came from a vehicle, you're the conspiracy theorist. Well, and you also said before that that the experts said that John's injuries came from the car.
Right.
Quite the opposite. There wasn't a single expert that said that. The two FBI the ARC experts, who both have PhDs, who both have testified in thousands of these cases, they were the only experts who testified. Both unequivocally said the opposite of what you said. That John's injuries.
The state called their own experts to say that those injuries were consistent.
What expert was that?
But here's the point. Here's the point. I agree, and I agree with Sarah, and I said this before. I don't think the murder charge should be brought. I think that was a long stretch to say that Karen Read killed John O'Keefe because there was a bad relationship. And I think there was a more plausible argument in my mind to say that she recklessly hit him, or she realized she hit him after the fact, or drunkenly hit him and support a charge that way. But here's the part that I don't understand, and the prosecution can present evidence of that. And I don't want to put words in your mouth. Do you believe the state, maybe at least the police, don't want another trial? The defense clearly doesn't want one. So where is the pressure to retry? I mean, I can say I could see where the evidence comes from. They can try to get a conviction for manslaughter or something like that. But where do you think the pressure is to have a second trial?
They're just trying to placate the O'Keefe family. They know that they know that Karen Read didn't do this. They're well aware of that. They just want to make it seem to the O'Keefe family that they're trying. See, we cared. We didn't completely screw this up. That the O'Keefe family doesn't go ahead and sue them, which they should. If that were my son or brother or family member or loved one who is in John O'Keefe's position, and the investigation into his death was treated like that, you best believe I would be suing them for completely screwing this up. They treated John, they found his body on Brian Albert's front lawn, and they didn't even bother going in that house and seeing if everything was okay in there. They didn't even cordon off the crime scene. It was left completely unprotected all day long. A vagrant found on the street would get a more thorough investigation than John O'Keefe got. So all this is just the Commonwealth trying to placate the O'Keefe family and make it seem like they actually care about John O'Keefe. They don't.
All right. Well, I tell you what, we will see if we get to that trial. It is a long way out. And I don't know. A lot of things could change. But I tell you what, Aidan Kearney, I really appreciate you taking the time. I want everybody to check out regular updates on TB Daily News. Blogs is Turtleboy as well on YouTube. Thanks so much for coming on. All right.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.